So tomorrow is the WWE Raw on Netflix premiere. So here are my predictions on the show, which is happening tomorrow. So let's start with the first match, Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso. I think Drew McIntyre will win. He has to win, in my opinion, because uh, Jay winning kind of doesn't make sense. Also, like it's not like Jay needs to win. He has been losing a lot in the last year also, but for a while also. Like he lost to Jacob Fatu before the Survivor Series War Games match. He just got pinned by Solo Sikoa at SmackDown, and also you need Drew to win. Like storyline wise, it makes sense. Drew won against Sammy two times. He took out Jimmy Uso. Here he will, take out Jey Uso as well. And I hope that the match is a 5-10 minute match because first of all, I don't think we need long Jey Uso matches anyways. And I think if it's like a 5-10 minute match, you can get the best out of Jey Uso, you can get the best out of Drew McIntyre. They have not had that many good matches before also, and I think you'll get the best out of everyone. Like that Drew versus Sammy match which happened at the Saturday night's main event show, like like that is the type of match that I want Drew and Jay to have, but Drew to be much more vicious than he was with Sami Zayn. And I think Drew wins this match quite convincingly in the end. And then we have Rey Mysterio and a mystery partner versus New Day, which I think we all know is probably going to be and Pentagon Junior. And one thing that I predict is that the New Day will win. New Day will win. I don't think New Day will lose. Either the match does not even start or the New Day wins. I think this is my prediction. Either the match does not even start or New Day wins. I think that is the way that we are going to go forward with this because uh, New Day has just turned heel. They are they have mega heat with the crowd. Them losing right now, I don't think will make much sense for them because they got together for a reason because they thought that Biggie is the one, uh, the they united over their hate for Biggie, their insecurities against him. Now that they are against, they are also, slowly turning against the crowd as well because the crowd is not understanding them. And I think them either winning or the match does not even starting is a good thing for them, and also because Penta should turn heel because I think if he's a face and if he's in the LW, he's just another luchador, just another mask guy, like unfortunately Dragon Lee is right now. So you should have him turn heel, and I also heard, I think it was in the Wrestle Talks video or in some other's video that Penta turns heel, or on it was on Twitter that Penta turns heel, and he may take like maybe half of the LWO or the whole of the LWO under him, including Zelina. Like Zelina then can be his, manager. Like that does not mean that Zelina stops wrestling. She can still wrestle, but she can be his manager also. Why not? Like have Mysterio be with Dragon Lee, have Dragon Lee being the only person that is, side by side with Rey Mysterio, and have the two other guys. I'm sorry, I don't know that the who were the original members of the Legado del Fantasma. Have them under Pentagon Junior with Zelina. I think that would be a cool faction. You can always have both of those guys bump around for the faces. Zelina as a mouthpiece will be very good for Pentagon, and Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, and you can have a good feud like Pentagon trying to convince Dragon Lee to join him. Like what has Rey Mysterio done for you? This can lead to good matches. Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus the two other guys can happen. Dragon Lee versus Pentagon Junior, Pentagon Junior versus Rey Mysterio. So things can happen, and I think that is the way that they should go. And Penta should turn heel. Like him being a face with the LWO, he'll just be another mask guy. So I don't think that's the way to go. And then next, moving forward, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Heavyweight Championship. We thought it was going to be a last woman standing match, but it was never announced officially that it was a last woman standing match. And like this has to end. The promo showed it, the vignette showed it, everyone is saying it online, and I think they have also indicated it, mm, be it by Rhea, be it through vignettes, that this is the final match. And this is what happens. That my prediction is Rhea wins. Rhea wins the women's championship clean. And then what's probably gonna happen is Becky Lynch returns after the match, and that way we can set up Rhea versus Becky at the Royal Rumble, or Rhea versus Becky versus Liv Morgan at the Royal Rumble. Or maybe you'll have Becky come out. It will be like one of those segments where you know that there are these two people that are going to confront each other, but then suddenly, surprise, a third person comes in, and that may be Charlotte Flair, kind of like showing that Charlotte and Becky are going to be in the Rumble. You can do that also, because I think it is going to be 3 hours or under 3 hours, maybe a few minutes over 3 hours, but there are a lot of segments that they will have to combine some of them. And and probably, you see, another prediction is that Triple H will start the show. It's that is certain. Triple H is probably going to start the show. Will someone interrupt him, or will Triple H just start the show and then it will be, first match Rhea versus Liv, or first match Drew versus Jey Uso? In my opinion, the first match should be Rhea versus Liv. It's a good PR move also. Women's match, first match. Rhea Ripley is also one of the most recognizable faces in the WWE also. So you get her, you have that good. You have a title change. You have women opening the show, and you have Rhea, who is one of the most recognizable people, winning the title. So I think you'll probably have Rhea and Liv opening the show, and it is already announced that The Rock is coming back. He has announced it on his Insta. John is going to be there. Logan is going to be there. Hulk is going to be there. I don't know if Hulk has been announced officially, but people have said that Hulk is there. Doctor Guy has said that Hulk will be there, and and that Doctor Guy, Chris Featherstone or something, he also said The Rock is scheduled to do a promo, and Cena is also scheduled to do a promo. So one thing I see is that Cena in his promo will probably do the same, announce for the Rumble, and Logan will interrupt him. That is my prediction. Though I have a lot of other scenarios in my mind, but if I have to make a prediction, I have to make a prediction. So this is my prediction. And The Rock in his tweet has mentioned a lot about him being the High Chief and all. So it may it if he's doing a promo only, maybe it's something like, Cody is also announced, so Cody is going to be there. Maybe Cody does a promo and The Rock shows up, or maybe The Rock does a promo, he calls out Cody, and Cody comes out. And maybe, as Cody is walking through the entrance ramp trying to come out, Kevin attacks him, and then the segment ends there. But I don't think The Rock will have a segment and, like, someone attacks and then he's just out of there. It's going to be something big. Maybe you'll have Rock in the Cena segment, or maybe Rock will interrupt Triple H. But I don't know. I don't know. I can't predict. But I will predict. Okay, my prediction is Rock is probably going to come out and he's probably going to call out Cody Rhodes. That's my prediction. And second, uh, and then moving, I already had the John Cena Logan Paul thing. And then if Hulk Hogan is having a segment, the thing is, Travis Scott and Hulk Hogan both are having segments. I don't know if Travis Scott is having a music performance or not, because maybe Hulk Hogan comes out, he introduces Travis Scott. I know Hulk Hogan, that guy is going to introduce Travis Scott, but we have seen worse things. Like they made Hulk Hogan and Titus O'Neil, the I don't know what were they, the hosts of WrestleMania, while knowing what Hulk Hogan has done. So I won't make a put it past them to have Hulk Hogan come out and introduce Travis Scott. And my prediction is that I'll make two predictions. Is it either Hulk Hogan comes out, he says, Raw is on Netflix, brother, and we have been through 50 years. I sold out the Silver Dome and everything, and he's going to introduce Travis Scott, or either Hulk Hogan comes out and Gunther interrupts him, and then maybe one babyface guy comes out and saves Hulk Hogan's honor, or Gunther just uh, maybe we see a surprise Goldberg appearance. It doesn't have to lead to anything, but Goldberg comes out. Hulk Hogan is trying to get attacked, saves him and everything. I don't know. I don't think I can make predictions about what is happening in that segment, but my prediction will be, I think that Cammy account on Twitter also said that Gunther interrupting Hulk Hogan. That would be my prediction. Then going on to the next match, I think the matches that I've talked is Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. It's tribal combat for the Ula Fala, which whoever wins, it will be presented by Paul Heyman to the winner. So what I think is going to happen is Roman is going to win. I think this is probably going to happen at the semi-main event, or it's going to happen in the middle of the show. At the 2 hour 15 minutes mark where it usually does. But it will happen in either of those two. I don't think it's starting the show. No way Roman versus Solo is starting the show. I don't think. But then also is the way Roman is, I won't put it past him that he has his match early so he gets to go home early. Maybe that's also. But if The Rock is going to get involved in this, I don't think The Rock will want to come out in the opening segment. But my prediction is the Roman and Solo match will either take place at the start of the show or at the not at the start. It will probably take place at the 2 hour 15 minutes mark or something, or at the semi-main event of the show. And but I don't think semi-main event, because when you have such a big main event, I don't think they'll have two back to back. They'll probably have some kind of match. Probably they'll have the Penta match before the CM Punk Seth Rollins match, so as to people will have a breather there. So I'll change my predictions. Like the Roman versus Solo will either happen at the start of the show or it will happen in the middle, 2 hour 15 minutes or something like that. It will happen there. So my prediction is Roman will win the match, and that's yeah, Roman will win the match. That is sure, and he will gain the Ula Fala. The only thing that I have is that The Rock, can he come out in the Roman segment? The thing is, I have predicted something else, but let's go beyond my predictions. So, The Rock coming out after the Roman match just to stare him down or something. Maybe, The Rock wins, the Roman Reigns wins the Ula Fala, and he calls out Cody Rhodes. He says, that I want my rematch. Let's have a rematch. And, Cody comes out. Uh, Cody comes out, and you have another, Rock moment there. Cody comes out and he's like, yeah, he's just about to say something, and then the tin tin hits, and it's like similar to their bad blood moment. That can also happen. But my prediction is Roman Reigns will regain the Ula Fala, and my prediction is also that it's going to be a good match. People go after Roman too much on social media, I think, and that's because also uh, when he was having good matches also, they would always attribute it towards his opponent rather than saying that Roman also has good skills. But now that he's not having good matches, they already have their hate, maybe because they are stands of Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes or other people, or maybe they hated Roman Reigns since Vince overpushed him, and they still kept that hate despite him having a character which succeeded, which is a Tribal Chief character. So, I don't think. I think tomorrow will show them that Roman, when he wants, he can have a great match, and you should just go suck it because he's a star. And we also then we have our main event, which is going to be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. You know, a match is a decade in the making. the main event, a WrestleMania worthy match, because it was not only WrestleMania, a WrestleMania main event worthy, because CM Punk was going to face Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship in WrestleMania 40 in night one main event, which didn't happen because Punk got injured because of Drew Drew accidentally injuring him, so we didn't get that match. And I think my prediction is CM Punk winning. I think they're going to close the show with CM Punk winning, celebrating and all. I don't think they will end the show with Seth. I don't think Seth is winning. One thing that I'm 100% sure is Seth is not winning at all. Because if if they are thinking of, Punk facing Roman, or Punk facing even Seth Rollins again at their third match at Mania, I don't think Punk is losing right now. I don't think he is. Many people will say it will make sense if Punk loses, but the thing is, I don't think we are there in the feud yet, where it kind of we see why Seth Rollins will turn heel. Well, they can always say, he said that CM Punk is a cancer. I have to cut out that cancer, but I think we need more motivation, more kind of CM Punk beating Seth Rollins clean will actually make Seth Rollins more motivated to turn heel. He will actually uh, agree with Drew McIntyre that he can make his own reasons. He can say that he joined forces with Drew because of the bloodline, but it's actually because he's not able to win. You can say because he's not able to win. He was not able to, become the world champion again against Damien Priest also. He lost to Bronson Reed also a week, I think 2 weeks, 2 3 weeks before Survivor Series. So things have not really been going his way. He can also say that he was not able to beat CM Punk, and that is the thing. He can bring up reasons to join Drew which are logical, but we know why he is with him, because he doesn't trust himself anymore, because there are multiple factors. First, that he lost to CM Punk, and the thing is, Drew hates CM Punk, he hates CM Punk. The thing is, if Drew is there, he can help him to beat CM Punk also, which I don't know if that's real. But second is, joining Drew is because he can say that I have been the torchbearer of WWE, and even though I have been right in this feud, CM Punk wins and everyone congratulates him. Raw on Netflix said it's all about going towards CM Punk. He is the star. He's in the headlines. He's everywhere. People are congratulating him on the success of Raw on Netflix, but nobody is talking about the person across the ring from him. That match was great because there was another person, that was me, there. Everybody's talking about the new toy CM Punk, who has just been here for 2 years. Well, I have been carrying WWE on my back, and I am one of the. In his mind, he's one of the reasons that Raw is on Netflix. It's because of his hard work. Because he and Cody beat the Bloodline, they got into the news. They went against the final boss. Because he turned. He can also bring the Roman thing. That he can always say that like in a heel way, that the reason the WWE is so famous right now is because I turned down Roman. And you can also use that you are the same guy that said that you repented of what you did to Roman, and now you are slowly turning heel. And that's why you don't immediately turn him heel. You slowly turn him heel, get him to say these lines like one week or another, kind of sympathizing with Drew and all. And eventually, whenever CM Punk and Seth Rollins have their second match, be it at the Royal Rumble, be it at another event, then you have Seth Rollins turn heel then and beat Punk then. That would be, I think, much better for CM Punk and Seth Rollins. So I think my guess is that CM Punk wins. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is that Raw, for us Indian fans, we are going to watch Raw on Netflix premiere on Sony Live, which is kind of weird, which is going to be very weird, I think. Us watching a show's premiere on another network. But it's going to be fun. I just bought Netflix because I know that since from April we are going to go exclusive online to watch WWE. I think it's overall going to hurt them. It may get some fans who were like fans in the 90s or something who, who like watched the Mr. McMahon documentary or something to watch wrestling, but overall they're going to lose, majority of their audience in India. But they've got a $5 billion deal. They already have millions of fans like in US, UK combined only, so maybe they'll be able to offset this because they're getting $5 billion. Even though in India's the audience they get from India is probably is in the top five of the most fans of WWE, but they have got enough to offset the loss that they're going to get from India. I just hope that AEW, either signs with Sony or some other big TV network, because they have to realize many of these countries that they're going off on Netflix. They they have had many people watch on TV. They don't have anything other else to watch on. Especially in India, there's a reason why TNA got famous because it was on Sony Max. Like people say that wrestling fans in India are WWE fans, which is true. But the thing is, when you, it is, I can speak about India only in this context. When you put something on a big network, even if it's a minuscule portion, the population of India is so much, or the viewing population of India is so much. Even that fraction is a lot. And if AEW comes on a major TV network like a Sony or like a Sports 18, even like Geo Cinema, even like they will gain fans. TNA gained so many fans that they did a show in India. I don't know if it was successful or not, but they get at least that many fans that they were able to do a show in India. I don't think any foreign company other than WWE have ever done like a live show in India, and they didn't even do like a they didn't even do like a live event. They did like a full on ring kicking. It was like a TNA broadcast. Like it broadcasts not only in India, it broadcasts over the world, I think. And they had like a 11-year deal or something. I think Jeff Jarrett did it. Personally, I think he had a lot of hands. But that's what that they have to do. AEW has to do. They have to grab the opportunity because even a small minuscule portion, they will get a lot of things. And you already have some people who have been in WWE. You have someone like a Chris Jericho or like a Edge, now known as Cope. You have Christian Cage. You have many of these people that are recognizable, like John Moxley. He's very recognizable. So when they see these people on TV, they will recognize them. So I hope AEW does these things. I think WWE going to Netflix will overall reduce their fans, but they may gain some new fans. They may lose a lot of their old fans, but they may gain like a mature fan base. Who's not like just who does not type Stone Cold versus John Cena at WrestleMania 41. You don't have those kind of people, or who does Roman every time, or who are like hardcore Brock and Vince fans. Maybe you'll have mature audience. Maybe you'll have new audience that uh, you know who watch only TV shows and everything, and who watch Raw, who watch wrestling going forward as that. So, and I hope on Netflix does things to promote that WWE is coming on Netflix in India. Like they do podcasts, they do like TV commercials and everything, because you know yeah, there are a lot of people who watch WWE, not only poor folks, many urban folks also, who may, who may, who do not have Netflix subscriptions, who may take Netflix subscriptions so that they can watch WWE. Because there are many people who have watched WWE in India over years, like they have watched it with their family on TVs, or maybe they have Sony Live or something, and maybe they are ready to take like the 199 per month, or like a 400 something per month deal. So I hope they do that. But that was my Raw on Netflix prediction. I'm going to be watching it on TV on the Sony channel tomorrow, like with chips and soft drinks and everything. So I'll have a good time. I'll try to go for the review immediately after watching the Raw on Netflix premiere, so that I'll get it as quickly as possible. And I'm just very excited. I just hope one thing that happens is that wrestling, in terms of viewership, in popularity, soars all over the world. I just hope that happens. I hope more people watch wrestling. I hope more people, you know, join the wrestling industry. It can be in the form of podcasters, reviewers like me, people in the industry as wrestlers, as commentators, as other things, referees and everything. I just hope wrestling goes further and further, and that's why I mentioned AEW also. I hope AEW does what I said that they should do. What TNA didn't do. TNA just signed with D Sports, which no one watches in India. It's just about European things. European. I don't even think it has all of European football. Also, I don't think anyone watches it. So I hope they don't do what TNA did, and AEW does that, and what WWE on Netflix is doing. I hope it just grows further and further, and I just hope more people get into this exciting sport of professional wrestling. So that was it for right now. So if you like this content, like this video, if you like this type of content, like, share, and subscribe. If you don't, share it with those who do. My Instagram and Twitter links are in the description. Follow me on there and those platforms. My UPI ID Shapa there at OKICICI. Please donate any amount that you can, so that I can make YouTube a permanent career. And and that was it for me today. So thank you. Goodbye. Alvida.